Welcome back to the channel. Today is day 299 of a road to 2200 and we are at 2043. Let's just go ahead and find our opponent. And we have the white pieces. So e4 is incoming, of course. We're gonna be seeing the Pierts. Now it's a modern. I'm just gonna play on normal principle, I think. Maybe I could consider just playing bishop here first, but let's just develop like this. This is how I like to play against these kind of setups. And I like to play here just so that they can't jump in after I play queen to d2. Now they're playing e5. Interesting. So, I mean, I could take pawn takes, and then I could maybe develop if they go, or maybe pawn takes, could maybe jump my knight in so that if they take, I can just, fork them or something. So let's go ahead and capture. And then I am thinking about this move. Very much so. I guess maybe they develop their knight. That would just be ugly. Okay, let's jump the knight in. I guess they can castle, but if they castle, then I take the queen takes, and then the rook is trapped. I guess if here I am just winning a pawn too, potentially. I guess they can trap me. We'll see what my opponent does. Okay, so I completely overlooked that this was hanging, but I thought that I could take castles, and then I should be just like trapping the rook, right? Castles. King here so that this isn't a check, probably. I would assume. But I mean, it doesn't really... Oh, they can block. Yeah, right. Right. I guess that's a move. Can I put more pressure on this somehow? I mean, now their king's stuck in the center, so that is a thing. I could take and then try to play for bishop here, but I mean, the knight is always protecting this. Could also develop... Choices. I guess I could also take with the bishop. Trying to take here. I could also develop my bishop, just trying to win a pawn. Let's try to just get development, I guess. I mean, we're down a pawn, which means that we need to do something about it. Okay, that feels like it should be wrong. Knight takes. I'm getting my knight trapped, potentially. Okay, I'm going to take. We always have check here. This pawn is hanging also, which if I can take and slide back to put more pressure, that'd be very nice. King up is probably the way. And then we're probably just getting our knight trapped. Yeah. I'm going to start pushing the pawn. They can already, like, just attack me. But, let's push through. If they take, then the bishop gets opened up. But this is just bad. Not gonna lie. Oh, they blocked that out. Okay, but now I can probably just bring this back with a check. I don't think that was the way. I do have to be careful, though. There is a check here. Oh, they just trade. Interesting. What did I just say? I have to be careful. Now they're threatening checkmate in one. So I gotta protect myself, of course. mean, this is not an easy position to play for me at all. If they bring the rook, okay, they bring the knight. They're trying to put a nice knight there, which makes a lot of sense. I'm just going to develop my knight here, connecting the rooks, and if the knight jumps in, I'm just going to take it. They're going to be able to probably play here, and then I'll go check. If they don't play this move, I probably just play like rook d5. I would say. Our position's definitely lost. That we just played so bad. I don't know. I've been playing bad lately, but it is what it is. Oh, they do throw this check in. Okay, we only have one move here, so I need to step up. And then they're just going to trade, of course, because they're out material. Why wouldn't they? I mean, I'm fully expecting knight here, in which case I have to take. Yeah, I mean, I have to take. There's no choice. They have two different moves. They have, okay, they go for this. So my bishop is pretty bad. I almost have to play bishop here. If I go here, knight takes. I don't want that. But I guess here, like, where's my knight going? I have to, or my bishop. Knight takes. Oh, they're going to win this pawn. That's what they're doing. But okay, if they take the pawn, I can play rook f1. They could throw in a check trying to be tricky. I just take the rook, though. I do have to be careful. If they play something like that. Yeah, okay. So now they're just protecting. But I think now I'm just going to attack the knight, tell the knight to go. Knight comes in, I can just move. They're trying to maybe open up their bishop here. That's what I'm thinking. This is not good. Okay, let's attack the knight. They're gonna push. I'll play this, but maybe there's check or not. Okay, they're letting me come forward with my king, which I think is pretty good for me. Okay, they're attacking my bishop. Shouldn't let them take. I should probably just play like bishop a6 and then b5 here. I need to speed up a little bit of, because we're down material, or because we're down on the clock. So bishop a6 followed by b5, and I mean this knight's very, very strong. They do have check here, but oh, that's probably pretty bad for me. Okay, cement that in. Check. Takes. Okay, they're just going back. Interesting. I don't think that's great. I think they should have pushed. Let's put a rook on this file. And then maybe we play... Oh, they're trying to get rid of that. Ah! Shoot. I was trying to play bishop b2. Takes. And then takes with some checks. Bishop b2. Pin. I will just step over. Instead, they get out of the way. Very understandable. I just need to move. King's coming forward. Yeah. Not good. I mean, I have no way through. There's nothing I can do here. Literally nothing I can do. I mean, I guess I can trade and try to hold this endgame, but it's not going to work out. They can't push, so that is pretty key. Let's try to get up in behind, I guess. Not really sure what the idea. Maybe they're trying to just cement their bishop in here. But my king's placed pretty well. Here, I think I go check. Well, no, actually, I don't go check. That is ultra annoying. I'm going to push my pawn. If takes, I will take with the pawn here. Oh, wow. My bishop's just trapped. Okay, I have to sack the bishop for 2 pawns. That was ridiculous. Not really sure how I did that, but it happened. Opponent can just, like, make waiting moves, I think. And they're just going to win. Yeah. King up. I mean, you're just going to come in here. Just go back. Probably bishop here now. Should be fine. Bishop here. Oh. I guess that's also a way to make a passed pawn. Have to take. I'm going to push my pawn. Here, 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 here. So if they push, I need to go, but then they win this pawn. And yeah, I'm just going to resign. Because it's just all over. We suck. Opponent played with an 87. I played with an 80. We had a great position here, but we should have just traded the queens. Instead, we hung a pawn, and from there, I mean, we got our knight trapped, and then we played on. Let's play another one. That really sucks. 20-35. Oof. E4. And we see a Caro-Kann. Okay, beautiful. Let's play the von Hennig. Hopefully we get a nice easy win here. Spelt, pressure here. F3, takes, knight takes. We can pre-move. And bishop here is the most common mistake, but my opponent doesn't do that, which is fine. Now they're looking to castle potentially, so we're going to bring the bishop back. And then the idea is queen e1 with queen h4 ideas. We could have maybe started with queen e1. This looks like a scary move to start castling. Okay, interesting. Do I need to really even respond to this? I mean, here takes. Interesting. I mean, takes, bishop takes. I go here. They're going to start jumping their knight in, trying to look for some check or some checks here. So I'm assuming that's their plan. Could jump in with the knight. I don't know why, but I'm like getting annoyed by moves like this. C5. I mean, I don't even have to do anything. Do I check here? I could just take, check. I mean, the knight's coming in. That's the problem. Knight here. Could also go here, and if they take, just play knight in. That's also a way I could play. I could just sack the pawn. I'm going to just sack the pawn. If they want to take, I'll just move my knight. Go ahead. Take the pawn. I don't care. Go ahead. Take it. Okay, my opponent's giving me the pawn back. If I go here and here, I just play c3. Okay, let's take. We open up the rook. Ah, but there's this move. So I have to play bishop to e3. What am I talking about? If they go here, I could just take. Okay, do I take with the queen? I think I just take with the queen here. And now, I mean, they would, if they castle, they get checkmated, so they're not going to do that. They're neglecting castling. Which could be bad. I could go here, here, and then maybe takes. It is a way to get the pawn back. Can also rotate the queen. Maybe there's some push, though. Okay, let's put our queen over here. I think we're going to see pin, and then I can go here if push, maybe knight here. I need to move my king. That's what I need to do. Okay, instead they play this move. So they're moving their queen. I can just get out of the way, actually. The queen protects. Let's just get out of this gnarly pin. And then my plan is just to play bishop to g5, I think. If castles, we sacrifice our rook, and then it's checkmate if they were to take back. So castling would be a mistake. And then bishop here's what I'm trying to do. If they take, I mean, surely that's not that great. Bishop in, now there's a pin. I think they're trying to long castle, which would be pretty dangerous. There's no threat here. So for the time being, I can just relax. I mean, I could take, sack the rook, takes, and then go here. I don't really think that that's a great move, though. I could just rook lift also. If they play here, I could just bring the other rook. I like the prospect of just rook lifting. I don't really care if you take this pawn. But after they castle this way, I need to respond to this, of course. Queen there. Interesting. Now I guess I can move my bishop. Can also just take. So they're threatening to take here. My opponent's leaving their king in the center of the board, and I want to punish it, but I can't. It's annoying me. Takes, rook takes. I go here. Do they have a way of just simplifying? They can just play bishop, or they can play queen here. Wait, so it takes. Bishop takes. Rook takes. Pawn takes. Queen takes. Oh, rook goes here. Now we have one move, so we can play rook f1. and there isn't this checkmating idea. So let's just take. If they take with the pawn, maybe I just take anyways. Okay, bishop takes, we sack the rook. Takes. Now their king's going to be stuck in the center of the board. It's an attack on the rook. Protecting the knight. Yeah, and now rook f1. We're threatening to just capture and then take the rook. Doesn't give them time to go here. Okay, but yeah, I guess you can just play that, can't you? Okay, I have to take the pawn, and now we're just losing. Castles. There's nothing. No sort of knight here either. Push. Okay, I have to come back. I guess they can just play here. Oh, but they go for this. I don't think that's any good, because now I have this threat. If you take the knight, I mean, I'm just coming in. Which maybe is not that bad for them, because their king just runs. Check. I guess, yeah, they're fine. They're totally fine. They're playing without a rook. That's what we'll argue. Although we're just playing like, this is probably the worst chess I've ever played. Check. I don't want to allow the king to escape. They block, but now we can infiltrate. Gotta be careful of checks here. I mean, I can go rook here. Also, let's not forget that this is under attack too. Check. Where does the king go? I mean, as long as I can go here, we should be fine. This is always protected. As long as this is pinned. If back, I just take. Because once again, check, I can go here. Wait. Takes. I go check. Here, I go here. If you play this... Check? No. Doesn't work. Oh my gosh, man. I mean, they can't actually take the bishop. But they can after check bishop or knight back. What if I just go here? Let's just make a Luft. Check. I have... wait, check king up is the plan. Because if they go here, there's checkmate. So there's a pin. And they've got to be careful of discoveries here. We're running out of time also. We might have had some tactics with takes, but... Okay, maybe now I just take? No. Takes here. Okay, now I'm going to capture. go ahead and just threaten checkmate. Check, I just step up. I mean, you don't have this check, so I think that's okay. Mate in 1 is threatened. You go here, check. I don't have enough time to actually calculate, do I? But he's going to get his rook into the game, I think. Well, no, because I do have check, and then we would just be picking up the piece. So this is a huge mistake. King up. There's not this check, which was very important, but maybe there's a rook sack. Probably have to take with the queen. Now we're still threatening checkmate. So maybe that was actually bad for my opponent. And this is now a threat. Yeah, my opponent made a huge mistake by sacking the rook there. You have to protect using that, but now we just go here and we're going to be picking up that. Just take with the rook so that there's none of this business. Should be totally fine. Opponent resigns. That was a ridiculous game, not gonna lie. We played with the 66, opponent played with the 54. We got this nice position, and I mean, we have a pretty nice position out of the opening. But they found this c5 idea, which is just annoying. And we sacked the pawn and took this pawn, which was bad. Playing the best moves. And then here we should have dropped back with the bishop, I guess. And then here we sacrifice the rook, which isn't bad. However, after queen back, it's just trouble. We have to play tricky, and that we do. I mean, we got back to an equal position, and then they went here, but we needed to play this. Check, rook back. They want you to sack. Okay, that probably wouldn't have happened. What I was looking at was takes, and then if takes, what is the win? I thought check, they just go here. Oh, there's this check. Ah, right, so I just miscalculated. Fair enough. And then here's a mistake, because now I can take, but we should still go for check, because after blocks, there's this sequence, not that. Checkmate. I just missed the second check. I thought after this, okay, now we're like the queens are fine. Indeed is not true, but they went for this, and yeah, now it's just checkmates in 1, which I missed, showing how great of chess I'm playing right now. Take the free rook, and that'll be my chess for the next little while. Because clearly I'm not playing very good. So I'll see you tomorrow.